to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Bella Verita, I am absolutely certain, unequivocally, that worked, of course, because it's Trajectory Tuesday. It's Loretta Imperin's Heart of Influence. Hello, Bella Verita, how are you?
Good morning. I'm great.
That is outstanding. We're exploring the superpower of Integris Influence. Grateful
there
for
you are. Here we are.
Exploring the superpower of Integris Influence. Super grateful for you being here. Mama Soul Wisdom, Papa Soul Wisdom, Loretta Imperin Wetzel, and of course, Angela Dodd. Let's go.
Let's do the things. And first up on this Know Your Numbers Heart of Influence from Houston, Texas, founding manager and a consulting at a consulting. Whoa.
Fun.
Professional service firm for 18 years and president founder of a community faith-based nonprofit, author and grant writing alchemist for 35 years, a minister and an ordained apostle with churches in Kenya and Africa, inaugural president of the Global League of Creative Intelligence Certified Coaches, 100 strong in 23 countries. Let's welcome Jackie Dozier.
Jackie, thank you for being here today on Loretta Imperin's Heart of Influence. And Jackie, Plato, the Greek philosopher, shared, play a game with me for an hour, and we're going to learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. And maybe Plato knew a thing or two. So, Jackie, what this looks like is a headline, not a story. You're kicking us off, Jackie. Everybody's counting on you. And
Thank you, Jackie.
And a headline sounds like an international best-selling author just left my house a few minutes ago. That would be a headline. A story would be, well, about 30 years ago. Like, that's a story, right? So, Jackie, please, what is your fun fact story that would make us say, Jackie, no way? Could be adventurous, could be surprising, could be anything. That's a headline that would make us say, Jackie,
no way.
So please, Jackie, what's your headline fun fact?
A baby boomer who is currently heading primarily patriarchal members of the different religious denominations. And I have not only the Global League, but I also pastor and train over 250 African male and female pastors.
Awesome. So you train over 250 African male and female pastors. Jackie, that is an awesome fun fact. Jackie, no way. Thank you, Jackie. Who's up next?
Next up from Chicago, Illinois, 25 years in finance, specializing in assessing value, structuring public-private partnerships with everything that's along with it. President of a venture capital management, energy, financial, real estate, communications, and technology consulting firm. Woo! Works with executives from global 2000s to startups to improve growth and profitability. Let's welcome to the show, Bennett Johnson.
Bennett, thank you for being here today, sir. And your fun fact, please.
Fun fact, even though you're not supposed to tell this story, about 30 years ago,
Oh!
I had lunch with Muhammad Ali in London in Piccadilly Square.
That is definitely
headline.
a headline.
I'll
Fun
say.
fact. Drop the mic, Bennett. Muhammad Ali, 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, disruptor, making magic happen, Rumble in the Jungle, all the beautiful things, Thriller in Manila, fighting the Supreme Court and winning. I think I heard of Muhammad Ali. Yes,
Thank you,
Bennett,
Muhammad
that is
Ali.
awesome. Mic drop, fun fact. Yes, because it has a date, doesn't make it not a headline. Bennett gets it. Great job, sir. Let's go.
Next up, from Phoenix, Arizona, concierge service supporting business owners so that they can focus on business development and growth. Learn self and leadership development through Landmark and found fulfillment in being the support system, the team to create the dreams, prioritizing, optimizing systems, and streamlining processes to make it all rise smoothly, simply, and steadily. Let's welcome to the show, Cindy Jarvis.
Cindy, making magic happen and flow. That's what I'm hearing, Cindy. And Cindy, please, your fun fact.
I just want to unmute for us, Cindy.
That would be good. I was born
Good.
without a voice box, and here I am with a voice box making
Wow.
a difference.
Cindy, we've had more than 6,000 people on the show. That is definitely a top 50 all-time fun fact. Mic drop, no voice box, and the woman is speaking, and I'm a blind man that can see. That's what I'm talking about.
I think sometimes you wish I was born without a voice box.
Never. So thank you, Cindy. Amazing job. Bill of Rita, let's go.
Next up, from
Never.
Chicago, Illinois. From Chicago, Illinois, founder and CEO of a marketing firm specializing in strategic PR, social media, and small business consulting for emerging businesses, has supported campaigns for amazing brands like Revlon, Visa, BET Network, Dancing with the Stars, and many more. Takes pride in adding value to entrepreneurs and small business owners, teaching winning marketing strategies and advocating Do It Afraid. Let's welcome to the show, Carolyn Fraser.
Carolyn, very impressive bio for sure. Thanks for being here today. And please, your fun fact.
Thank you for having me. Fun fact, I completed a 26.2 mile marathon back in 2019 and raised $4,500 to support business owners and victims of Hurricane Dorian.
Where was that marathon?
Well, this one was a rock and roll marathon in Savannah.
Let's go. Rock and roll marathon. That's our kind of marathon. Awesome. Hear the heart, hear the impact. Bella, Loretta, and Perrin, Angela, they assemble heart-centered impact players, rock stars, also known as.
That is definitely true. Next up, we're from Chicago, Illinois, founder facilitating an online community, providing leadership coaching courses on demand and consulting services for nonprofits, host and producer of a podcast inviting nonprofit thought leaders to share lessons learned and latest developments in the space, part of numerous leadership and development assessment teams, and produced live streams giving practical insights on nonprofit best practice. Let's welcome to the show, Valerie Leonard.
Valerie, thank you so much for being here today on Loretta, Perrin, Angela's Heart of Influence. And please, Valerie, your fun fact.
All right, thank you so much for having me. My fun fact is I helped facilitate the creation of the African Heritage Garden in North Lawndale on Chicago's West Side, where we actually took the community through a we took them through a process of researching the heritage of the community and comparing it and contrasting it. And you didn't want a story, right? End of story. We did the African Garden in North Lawndale.
That's it. Valerie's got it. Thank you for the impact. Thank you for touching culture and hearts, Valerie. And Valerie, are you ready to have a little bit of fun today on Loretta?
I am. I need fun.
Valerie's ready for some fun.
Valerie is
We
ready
all
for
need
some
fun.
Good thing she's hanging out with you and the Retzels.
And you.
And me. Next up from Chicago, Illinois, owner and founder of a tax accounting solutions company guiding new and seasoned business owners through tax compliance, and office manager at H&R Block from 2001 to 2014. Started this company in 2015, becoming an enrolled agent at 2019, using the latest cybersecurity tech and always hyper client focus. Let's welcome to the show, LaRoyce Morris.
LaRoyce, do I that correctly? Is that LaRoyce?
Yes, that's correct.
LaRoyce, thank you for being here so much today on this beautiful Heart of Influence. And please, LaRoyce, please, what is your fun fact?
Oh, okay. A fun fact is I work with an organization to empower young women. It's a non-for-profit in the Bolingbrook area. So I've been doing that for about a year now.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for that. And the impact you're having, changing lives generationally. That's what I'm hearing, LaRoyce.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Yes, elevator. Yes, let's go.
Yes, let's go. Next up from Chicago, Illinois, a superpower for project management, managing people, processes, and resource, moving complex issues to effective resolution, supporting Black, Latino, women-owned businesses and entrepreneurs through assessment, educating, and connecting. President of the Purdue Black Alumni Organization, strengthening connection between Black graduates and the university to improve campus experience for Black students. Welcome to her show, Miss Angela Dodd.
Angela, thank you for making this possible with Loretta and Perrin Wetzel today. And Angela, beautiful work. Your fun fact.
Just unmute for us, Angela.
Sorry about that. I danced with Sugar Ray Leonard and Sylvester Stallone, about 40 years ago, as they were promoting the latest Rocky movie in a small club in a town called Warren, Ohio.
Angela, that's super fun and cool. Sugar Ray Leonard, Belvrita, beating Wilfredo Benitez to become the welterweight champion of the world, later with legendary fights against the likes of Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, and of course, knocking Tommy Hearns through the ropes in the 14th round. Yes, I think I heard of Sugar Ray Leonard. Yes.
Yes, and we have coming up from Chicago, Illinois, from Chicago, Illinois, prominent accountant and entrepreneur specializing in real estate accounting and investing, president of PG Wetzel and Associates, with offices in Dana Grove, Evergreen Park, Illinois, and a BA from Lutheran College, and working in accounting world, the IRS for 43 years. He started when he was 10. Celebrating 50 years total in business. Let's welcome to his show, Mr. Perrin Wetzel.
Perrin Wetzel. Did I mention that Sugar Ray Leonard beat Donnie Lalonde for the light heavyweight championship of the world before losing a terrible Barry Norris at the end of his career? Yes, I can't stop. So, Perrin, know your number, sir. You know your number. All right, what's your fun fact, Perrin?
Okay. I once was the program director of classical music at the oldest radio station west of the Mississippi River.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What? Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Classical music.
Yes. And the man's going to fly not only into space, I think he's going to pass the moon, past Mars, and he's going to go all the way past Jupiter, Pluto, which may or may not be a planet, depends on what you read. And he's going to head towards the sun and then out of the Milky Way into the rest of the universe. Yes, that's Perrin.
Yes, and.
Yes. Perrin, we love you. We appreciate you. He's an impact player. And by the way, if the IRS calls you, call Perrin. He makes you money. So thank you very much for that.
That is
Let's
true,
go.
true stories. I would make money from the IRS. Baron's a good person to know. From Chicago, Illinois, motivational speaker, prominent family relationship and entrepreneur expert, empowers individuals to move towards financial freedom through business ownership, 40+ years of work experience with various business structures, including nonprofit, for-profit, and entrepreneurship, an MBA degree from the University of Illinois, and highlighted on a 40-foot billboard in Times Square for 30 days in 2022. Let's welcome to her show, Mama Soul Wisdom Loretta.
Mama Soul Wisdom, 40-foot billboard of Mama Soul Wisdom. What could be a better way to like walking in Times Square than that? So
You should have a 40-foot billboard of me, like in your
probably,
house.
yes, but an 80-foot billboard of Loretta, and we'll have a 40-foot billboard of you. I got that. Perfect. So Mama Soul Wisdom, thank you for everything that you do for making this possible today. And please, your fun fact.
Oh, my fun fact to the fullest. That means all things space. Star Wars, Star Trek, astronomy. In fact, my husband and I are bidding to become the first African-American married couple to travel into suborbital space. Whichever one takes us first, is it going to be Virgin Galactic, Blue Origin, or SpaceX? Whichever one takes us, we're on it. We want to go. Suborbital space. Here we come, baby.
Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper.
That's right. That's right.
Suborbital case is coming. Thank you for that. And now, Mama Soul Wisdom, shall we do the things on your show and Perrin and Angela's show? We ready?
Let's do the things.
And I'm going to introduce our other co-host. This woman seated to my right began her career in influence selling crafts on her parents' front lawn as an 8-year-old. By the age of 19, she was generating 7 figures in network marketing. That's not only not easy to do, I never heard of that before. Then at the age of 24, 25, and 26, talking about Chicago, she was three-peating like Michael Jordan. As I like to say it, at 5'3", it wasn't in basketball, but it was in business brokerage. Maybe hard to do what Jordan did, though, as follows, because she was the first woman ever to be the #1 business broker. Michael Jordan wasn't the first person ever three-peat. Bill Russell did that long before he did, and so did Will Chamberlain. And by the way, at the age of 24, she was the youngest person, male or female, ever be the #1 business broker. She started training entrepreneurs and Fortune 500 companies. In fact, in 2019, did I say every sales team this woman worked with doubled their sales? Skier, surfer, maybe she did it today. Scuba diver, adventurer, maybe she remembers she was taught by a blind man. Sometimes she lies and says YouTube. She's also a philanthropist, raising $10 million plus with the Unblinded team, and a published author. 2023, however, was the most impactful, profound experience of her life as she publicly, inspirationally, courageously battled cancer and won. Let's welcome to the Heart of Influence in our more than 800th episode, the woman that put the heart in it, our co-host, Bella Verita. Bella Verita, welcome to your show. I'm amusing you.
Yes, I'm amusing myself because of my fun facts.
What is your fun fact?
My fun fact is I did in fact only learn to surf from one person because there's only one hot surfer on the planet, and that's this guy.
Oh
And this is why I was laughing, because he's turning purple, and that's when he talked to turn him purple.
Right.
And I left him speechless.
Oh my goodness.
Angela, have you ever seen him speechless?
No.
No.
All right, forward we go. Please, thank you. Yes, thank you, and forward.
Are you happy that I only learned to surf from one person?
Yes.
Yes.
Very not happy right now. Yes, I'm very happy.
All
Yes,
right.
I'm very happy.
I'm giving him a hard time, but let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. And in fact, the state of New Jersey thought he was so elite that they actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, soon to be MasterCard. And when he's not speaking on stages in front of thousands of people, he's an incredible philanthropist. And in the last 2 years, raised nearly $10 million for refugees in Ukraine through sustainable giving. Let's welcome to the show my co-host, Mr. Sean Callaghan.
Appreciate Loretta, Marion, Angela, everybody for being here. Of course, thank you, Bella. And my fun fact is going to be this. Yes, I've taught sighted people, including Bella, to ski, surf, and scuba dive. Today, we're surfing out there in the ocean, and an international best-selling author who sold hundreds of thousands of books actually jumped into the ocean in her bra and underwear today on Long Beach Island because she didn't have a bathing suit and want to go swimming. That happened
That's
today.
true
That is
fact.
my fun fact.
That is a true fun fact.
Yes, that is a true fun fact.
I was going to add another line, but I didn't. You're going to thank me later.
I will thank you very much. Yeah, my boundaries are not Bella's boundaries. So let's go.
Let's go. So what are we doing here, Sean?
We're exploring the superpower of integrous influence because it wasn't by accident that international best-selling author was here. It's not an accident that you're here. Everything happens after yes. And that's what we're here to work on. And our ability to create yes isn't because we're inspired. It's not just because we're motivated. In fact, those dynamics are assumed, but there's a massive differential in people's skill sets, and our work in the world is to close those gaps so everyone can bring their heart's mission forward in the world. That's what we're up to. And who's going first?
Let's kick this off with Jackie Dozier,
Jackie.
because I speak French now too.
You do. Jackie, thank you so much for being here. And what we're doing is exploring the superpower of influence by doing a 3-minute hello to yes with Bella. So Bella is going to be anybody you want her to be. She could be an ideal potential client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. She could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, some other famous person that you'd want to go from hello to yes with. Jackie, it doesn't have to be a sale. It could be any yes, and it could just be a yes to have a longer meeting. So please, Jackie, who would you like Bella to be?
I would like Bella to be the president of the HBCU National Association.
Okay, and HBCU is?
I'm sorry, historically Black
Historical
and universities.
colleges and universities.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for that, Jackie. Bella
Sorry.
is president.
I do like
Now
being
you're
the
president of the HBCU.
All right. Hello, President Bella here.
Hello, President Bella. This is Jackie Dozier. I'm a 40-year nonprofit. I've been in the industry for 40 years. I'm a 35-year grant writing alchemist with 80 to 100% of all grants written per year have been awarded. And I have a heart for the historically Black colleges and universities. I understand that your ratings are primarily dependent on research grants and the research projects that you have, and which is one of the reasons why the schools are not rated in some of the top 10 or top anything, because they don't do research grants. And my surmise is that they don't know how to. So I would like to talk to you about providing my services for HBCUs, teaching them how to write research grants, the basics of grant writing, and then to elevate that to research grants so that they can start getting more money from the federal government and be able to do more things for their schools, provide better services for their youth. We're training our youth to be professionals and to go into all kinds of industries across the world. However, we don't provide them with sometimes a research background that's needed for them to be even more proficient about what they do. So I'm just asking you today to consider scheduling a meeting where I can share more information with you about grant writing and the research that I have found. And so that maybe we can work out something where I can provide my services to the HBCUs, and that you would give me that support and that backing. Thank you for your
Let
time.
me ask you this. Is this something that you're looking for us to pay for?
My initial, I think everybody needs to invest in their progress. My initial desire is that if they would pull together a grant writing team, everyone would buy my book and pay $25. I will provide for them 8 series of sessions based out of the book, and that they will be able to learn some skills and get some information that's going to help them in their grant writing piece. And so I really don't like free, but for my people, and I went to HBCU in junior college, I would really like to do this just to get in the door and show them what they can do.
Well, why don't you send me the book and then we'll schedule a longer conversation. How does that sound?
Perfect. It'll be in the mail tomorrow.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Thank you, Jackie. Great job, Bella. Great job, Jackie. We'll get to the feedbackers in a moment. Bella, who's going next?
Next up, we have Bennett.
Bennett, Muhammad Ali. Oh, feel it in the heart. Thank you for that fun fact. And please, Bennett, who would you like Bella to be?
So I would, good question. Let's make her the president of United Airlines.
Whoa, Bella, take us in.
Hello, this is President Bella.
Hello, President Bella. This is Bennett Johnson. I do a lot of work with Black and brown entrepreneurs all over the city, particularly in the city of Chicago, where you are also headquartered. And I'm looking to see about you and your team's openness and availability to talk more about how we can integrate some of the people that I help and assist with into your own supply chain.
So how so? I mean, we have a lot of diversity inside United already. So what is it exactly that you are looking for?
So in particular, the diversity I feel that United especially is lacking is in both around the supply chain focused on services. So whether they are accountants, law firms, I know you guys use a lot of big, strong, obviously top tier law firms, but I think there's a lot of subcontracting or additional work that could be done in some of the smaller firms that would be great, both on a diversity side, but also not just diverse, but I feel very strongly that a different viewpoint and a different upbringing and background can help build a better case.
Why don't you give me an example of what you mean? Because I'm not exactly clear on what you're looking
Sure.
for.
So you have a top 10 law firm, say, just pick one, Kirkland & Ellis. You guys use them to do a lot of your own litigation. However, depending on the case that you're particularly trying to win, they may not understand a particular background from the opposing side that a smaller, more nimble, more diverse firm can bring to the table. So I'm not saying you should get rid of K&E, which you never would get rid of Kirkland & Ellis, but really just supplement that expertise with a different viewpoint and a different side of you that could be beneficial to you and your own ventures.
And how do you think it would benefit us exactly?
I think that you would win more cases, and in fact, you would probably lower your legal costs because a lot of these small entrepreneurs would not be as expensive as K&E when you're really just paying for a brand name and not actually paying for the work that's being done.
Okay, well, sounds fascinating. I think I'm definitely gonna have to see a longer proposal and see where this go and how it might benefit us. But I'm willing to give you a 30-minute meeting to see where it goes.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I will get that to you right away.
Awesome. Great job, Bennett. Great job, Jackie. And now this is the time that we get to the judges. Judges, otherwise known as feedbackers. It's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for Jackie or Bennett, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then a little next step scoring system. So like, would the next step be you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have to have a longer conversation with Jackie or Bennett? Yeah, that's so fun. Or is the next step like you'd invite them to Starbucks for a nice mocha chocolate latte or maybe a matcha tea latte and have a little bit of a longer meeting? Or you would rent a private room at the Capitol Grill, order the nice seafood tower, nice juicy steak. Unless you're a vegan, of course, maybe you're having salad and french fries, but you want to have the longest meeting possible with Bennett or Jackie. Or, and if that's not long enough, it's like 4 hours of Capitol Grill isn't long enough, you would be willing to rent a private jet, of course, picking the Wetzels and Angela, and fly anywhere in the world with Jackie and Bennett just to have the longest meeting possible. So let's kick this off with Carolyn. And Carolyn, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jackie?
I think that Jackie did a phenomenal job, got straight to the point. I love that she wrapped her pitch with next steps and what that looks like. And overall, I think you did great.
Beautiful. And so what?
Yeah, so what would that look like next? Cup of coffee, seafood tower, private jet, what would that look like?
For me, I love coffee. I think that an initial outreach is great. And then a next step is to connect in person or virtually if possible.
Let's
so
go.
I do coffee.
Chocolate latte. We're having a little Carolyn cup of coffee, Belle. Come on.
I like it, Carolyn. Let's go, Valerie. Valerie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Bennett?
I like Bennett's approach. I like the fact that he was able to overcome objections pretty well. He was able to not knock competition while still presenting the very strong case for using his smaller firm, a smaller firm that people might not necessarily be quite as familiar with, pitching his strengths and turning the negatives into positives. I thought that was great.
Awesome. And Valerie, is it a cup of coffee, seafood tower, private jet? What's next?
What's next is coffee.
Coffee. We got a couple cups of coffee. Carolyn and Valerie.
A cup of coffee to learn more. I would really be interested in learning more.
This is a caffeinated group so far. Next up, let's go, Larrice. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jackie?
Okay, I thought Jackie's presentation was straightforward, and she put all of the objectives up front, and I was able to follow and understand what basically it was that she was actually looking to gain from the meeting.
Awesome. Larrice, thank you.
And coffee.
Coffee. We got coffee.
Yes.
Caffeinated.
Yes.
Come on, Bella.
Caffeinated times 3. Let's go, Cindy. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Bennett?
So for Bennett, it was awesome. Just a little bit more confidence is my request, and to have a little bit better facts outlined for the conversation. And so then that would bring the second one, that not the coffee, the next one.
Seafood tower.
Yeah,
The
seafood tower.
At Capitol Grill.
You got this, Cindy. We got
So now we're going to be caffeinated and full.
Yes.
Let's do it. Next up, we got Mr. Perrin Wetzel. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Bennett? Just unmute there.
Yeah, I saw that. So my feedback is that his certainty and being able to provide value. So he wasn't just concerned about what he could bring. He was more concerned about the value that he could help to unite it, as opposed to just let me do some work for you. And he was certainty was there. So I would give him the seafood tower.
All right. Got some lobster coming with Perrin. Come on.
Lobster with Perrin. Let's go. Miss Angela, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jackie?
I'll jump on the certainty train with Perrin. Jackie, I could have used a little more certainty in your approach and your request. I think what you're proposing is absolutely phenomenal, but I think it's your certainty, your commitment to your dream and your mission and vision with regard to these HBCUs that I would have liked to have felt more of. So I'm definitely a coffee. Let's do the coffee.
All right. Thank you, Angela. Got some caffeine still flying post the seafood tower. And of course,
last but not least, Miss Loretta, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Bennett?
Bennett, I loved your low key tone in having conversations. I also like the fact that you wanted to provide diversity and a different viewpoint. The optimization for you would be one, to ask more questions so that you can add value to what they are seeking. And two, when you mention lower your legal costs, if you had some dollar amounts, some numbers, some figures that would have helped to solidify your case. However, it is Capital Grill and Seafood Tower for you. Let's do it.
Let's go. Mama Soul's got it. Mama Soul. Erin, Angela, you know what time it is. She's got a smile on her face, I think. I can't see, but I'm perceiving that. But you know, there's a little bit of mischief behind that smile. So, Bellarita.
There's definitely some mischief, and as Angela Perrin, Loretta, you all know, this is the time in the show that I have the honor and privilege of putting my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I've been cooking them up as the show has been going on. So ultimately, you guys get to decide what scenario that Sean goes from hello to yes on, to see if he can flex his influence muscles or not. So you guys ready to hear what I have for today? And of course, you can change anything about my scenarios, or you can scrap them and come up with something much, much harder on your own. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Yeah. All right, we're ready. Angela Perrin, listen up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Option number one is Leroyce made me think of Rolls Royce, and then she said she had a nonprofit. So I thought option number one is Sean could go from hello to yes with the president of Rolls Royce to donate a Rolls Royce to Leroyce's charity that she could sell for to raise money for her charity. So that is option number one. Option number two is we could do a reverse role play, and Sean could play Jackie, going from hello to yes with the president of HBCU to teach her course and get paid $100,000 a year to teach that course. So that's option number two. And then option number three is Bennett mentioned United. I fly United Airlines probably once a week, if not like at least twice a month. And they are not, sometimes they're really great, and sometimes I want to punch them in the face. That's the truth. So I thought option number three, actually, because I've wanted this for a long time, is Sean would go from hello to yes with the president of United Airlines to come in and do a influence training that is mandatory for every United employee, that would make them all be nice, good human beings and treat people with freaking respect, no matter who they are. You can tell I got a little energy on that one, but it is up to you guys. Which of those three scenarios would you guys like to see Sean go from hello to yes on?
Oh, those are
Well, you
all
picked
good
some
ones.
good ones there,
Those are
Bella.
good ones. What do you
Yeah.
think, Karen?
I'm looking at number three.
Me too.
Yeah,
United
they've had
Airlines?
complaints. You've seen them on the news for, issues with their services, handling. So yeah, definitely.
All right. I think we got a unanimous. And then who would you guys like to play the president of United? Should we have Bennett play the president of United Airlines?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
So, and the yes is?
The
Well,
yes,
Bennett, you
President
were elected.
Yes.
for you to come in and do
I
a
was
training
elected.
for United Airlines of influence and make all their employees mandatory to
How-
follow one training.
How about we make it Loretta? Loretta would be the person I'm booking.
Okay,
Is that good?
yes.
Awesome. Okay, and Ben, how about we call you Mr. Jones, the president of United Airlines? Good?
Sounds good.
All right. So, hello, is Mr. Jones available?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Jones, this is Loretta Wetzel. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
Yes, this time works.
Yeah. So, Mr. Jones, thank you so much for taking this session. I know you're incredibly busy. I know that you know who you are. I just want you to know that I know who you are, and how precious your time is. And we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds of counting. I will honor that time. But if I may ask you, Mr. Jones, what prompted you to say yes to this conversation? I'm grateful for it. But what was it that, caused you to say, yeah, I want to have this talk?
Well, I think there has been some recent concerns among my higher ups about our overall commitment to customer service.
Awesome. And if I could ask, what's the ultimate vision, mission, purpose of United Airlines as it relates to its customers, those complaints? If you had it all your way, if you wave a magic wand, what's the why behind what you'd want to create? Like, what's the why and the what, please?
So I think that at United, we always, feel like to be your family in the sky. And we'd like to, we purport to and wish to. Admittedly, we do have at times troublesome customers, but the goal is to treat everybody with respect. But I know long hours, long time at work sometimes gets in the way.
Yeah. And what would you want to say if you had one sentence? What would you want customers to say about their experience on United Airlines? Like, what would that sentence that if you said, hey, what's your experience like flying on a United flight? What would you want people to share?
That it was awesome and they'd do it a lot more.
Awesome. So from that place, Mr. Jones, can I share a couple things in our final minute together?
Sure.
So as you know, my name is Loretta Wetzel. A little fun. People call me Mama Soul Wisdom. And what that wisdom is based on is a lifetime of experience in the world and relating to people. A lot of folks can say that, but I've spent an extraordinarily disproportionate amount of my money, my time, my energy on acquiring the wisdom and brilliance of how humans can relate to each other at a profoundly more optimal level. And all kinds of people have customer service training, leadership training, communication training. So my point is that ours is profoundly disruptively different because it was rooted in empathy, respect, precision, directness. At the same time, not empathy, respect, then precision, directness. There's 4 steps, 12 indispensable elements, and 4 energies that make people feel, Mr. Jones, what Oprah Winfrey said is the reason she held the microphone for 30,000 humans. I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters to me. And Mr. Jones, my simple proposal is a 30-minute follow-up conversation where we would outline how that can be transferred to United Airlines. So people do say, I don't know what's going on with United, but I've never had a more profound customer service experience, not only in the air, but anywhere. So Mr. Jones, what say you, sir, as how would it resonate with you or not to have a 30-minute conversation where we can unpack the how to achieve United Airlines why? Please, sir.
I think that was a good statement and it does align with where I'm trying to go. So it's worthwhile at least discussing the more details and logistics at a further meeting.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Shall I set that up with your team?
Yes, please do.
Thank you. Out of roll, Bennett, how'd I do as Loretta, Mama Soul Wisdom, having a conversation with United Airlines about moving forward?
I mean, if you had longer hair, you could almost be her.
Thank you. I will grow out my hair with gratitude for sure to be anything like Mama Soul Wisdom. Bennett, thank you for that. Great job as the United Airlines executive and tremendous job in the participant seat. That's never easy to do. And Bennett, please, how was your time on Loretta and Perrin Wetzel and Angela Dodd's Heart of Influence?
It's been amazing. It's a lot different. I didn't know what to expect, but this has been great.
Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate that tremendously. Wonderful work. And let's go to Jackie, also in the participant seat. Never an easy place to be. Jackie, wonderful work. Thank you. And how was your time today on Loretta, Perrin, and Angela's Heart of Influence?
I appreciate the fact that it was not just about a lecture or everything verbiage. I appreciate the interaction. We had an opportunity to think quickly on our feet, get feedback, and just get confirmed. When we talk about integrous influence, it's important that the people that you're speaking to believe in what you do so that they can do what you're sharing with them to do. So today, I think you guys hit the mark. Everything just really resonated in my spirit, and I really liked the interaction, the question, the fun facts, and all of that. So I give you guys a thumbs up and an A+.
Oh, thank you, Jack. That's very, very kind. And we give you an A+ as well in the participant seat for your courage, vulnerability, and your purpose and mission. So thank you for that. Valerie, thanks for being a feedbacker seat. Never a Bella Maria. an easy place to be. Great job giving feedback. And Valerie,
Thank you.
how was your time on the Heart of Influence today?
It was absolutely awesome. I felt like I was on a blind date. It was very, very rewarding. And you know, the old saying, I can show you better than I can tell you. I learned so much just from observation, and I'm really honored to have had the opportunity to observe. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Valerie. You were on a blind date. I am blind, and this was a date. This is perfect. So great job, Valerie. Great job. Bella, please. We had some other extra.
We do have some extraordinary friends. Leroyce, I tried to get you a Rolls Royce. Maybe next time you're on the show, we can get you a Rolls Royce. But how was your time with us on the show today?
Unmute.
You're on mute.
There you go. Okay, thank you. I want to piggyback on what Valerie said. It was like a blind date. But I gained a lot of knowledge in this short time that I was with you guys. And next time, I hope I get that Rolls Royce, though.
Let's go be a cause in the matter of you getting your Rolls Royce, period.
Yes.
Let's go with our Dancing with the Stars friends. Carolyn, how was your time with us today on the Wetzels and Angela's Heart of Influence?
It was a pleasant surprise. I came in not really knowing what to expect, which was a great exercise for me to just let go of control and to just come expectant and just ready to receive. So thank you all so much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carol, beautiful job. Thank you for that.
And last but not least, the woman that gave you the idea that you might want me born without a voice box, but I don't think you'd like that because then you wouldn't have a co-host for the show. And
True.
So I don't know that you'd really like that. But Cindy, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Very awesome. Thank you for your time and your commitment to others having their voice and also ability to say yes to us.
Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I wouldn't say like permanent voice away, but maybe a little bit like Little Mermaid where Ariel loses.
I don't understand. Why do you want me to have a voice box? What is
Angela.
my voice that you don't want? Like, I don't understand.
Angela, amazing job today. Thank you for putting this together and making this happen. And Angela, please, your final on your Heart of Influence. This is a woman you want to know if you don't know her well already. Angela, please.
This is just phenomenal. This is a way to meet new people, to find new resources that can support the community that I am actively pursuing, which is Black, Latino, and women business owners. So I look forward to connection with each of you that I don't already know after this call. So expect an email for
Awesome.
sure.
Well, let's go, Angela. Thank you for that. Appreciate you enormously. Loretta, Mama Soul Wisdom, your show, your Heart of Influence, please, your final.
Final. This is just the beginning. It is such a beautiful thing to meet people that you don't know and their willingness to take that first step with you, even though they don't quite know what to expect. And so I'm glad to hear that everyone enjoyed themselves and were pleasantly surprised, and look forward to further conversations with either Angela, Perrin, or myself, because we are out to change the world in a good way. And we need all hands on deck. So looking forward to having conversations with you so that we can help advance your world, your business, and all make the world a better place. So thank you.
Thank you. Loretta, appreciate that.
Thank you.
enormously. And Perrin Wetzel, thank you. Know your numbers. Come on, Perrin. Your final on your Heart of Influence.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for accepting our invitation, and that I'm glad we were able to provide value for you. And part of this work is to bring about the fact that there's abundance in the world and not scarcity. And if you have more people communicating about abundance, then the abundance will continue to grow. But we think about scarcity, then everybody is.
Absolutely.
So it's about bringing value to everyone. And that's what we, our intention is, to show that there's abundance in the world, not scarcity.
Awesome. Well, Perrin Wetzel, we thank you for that, sir. And for everybody, massive gratitude for you being here today. We joke, we have fun, we're silly, but the bottom line is there's a reason there's an international best-selling author that is from Colorado that was in Long Beach Island for the last 24 hours talking about how to take her entire world to the next level. This is what we're all about in the space. And we do this at every conceivable level possible. 27 years of study on how to accelerate people's businesses and missions. And nowhere can you find what's here. And tomorrow night, we have our gift for you, with 3 gifts for you. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, is our American Dream virtual experience. It's going to rock your world. If you really want to move forward and make things happen, you want to be there. Let's team. If we could drop the American Dream link in the chat, that would be extraordinary as gift number 1. Gift number 2, we have our group influence book. For the contents of this book, people paid $6,000 or just under to fly to Grand Cayman to learn this material for days. This is yours in this book. Mind-blowing power is in its pages. There's nothing to compare it to, because it isn't just chit chat and stories. It is a textbook how-to guide that, because of Loretta, Perrin, Angela, you have this gift. And finally, a business acceleration session. A lot of folks like, yeah, I can have a conversation with somebody. This will be the most profoundly positive hour of acceleration for your business you've ever experienced. If it's not, please tell us, and tell us where you've had a better one. All of those are free gifts for you. Tomorrow night's virtual experience, The American Dream, to launch yourself in the second half of the year, our group influence book, and your business acceleration session. Bella Rita, final, quick, please.
Just great job, Perrin, Loretta, Angela. It was great to meet you all. If you are not connected with these 3, definitely get connected, because there's lots to do there. Those links are in the chat. If there's anything that we can do to help you guys further. But thank you all for being here. And back to you.
And a final, and every episode by saying this. First of all, thanks for being here. Second of all, don't take us up on any of those gifts. I mean, take us up on this unless you really, truly want to create acceleration. But I think that's why you're here. So if you're correct about that, and you want to step forward and receive those gifts. Third, I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities to accelerate our mission, vision, purpose, our dreams. Those possibilities are so often right in front of us. But Bella, Mama So Wisdom, Papa So Wisdom, Angela, with them right in front of us at some level. We're all blind.
And just learning
learning to see.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.